What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. We're back in studio finally after seemed like forever, really.
Like 3 weeks, but
yeah,
it seemed like forever.
Yeah, it seemed like it's been a minute since we've been together back. Had some family stuff for Bradley come up, so we totally understand. But we're back.
I'm super happy to be back in studio, seeing your face.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's really nice seeing my face.
Yeah.
We got a nice little show coming on for you guys tonight. Nothing too crazy, really. We did a show on Sunday.
Was that Sunday?
It was Sunday because it was before the Natty. So.
Oh yeah, today's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, it was. Sunday. Yesterday we didn't do nothing. Yeah.
So it's not gonna be too crazy of a show, but we wanted to get back in studio for you guys and get talking some sports again.
I mean, obviously talk about the Natty.
Yeah.
That disappointment.
Yeah, but other than that, we really got a lot of good stuff coming up here. Looking into the early summer and stuff like that.
Can I tell you what I'm most excited for?
Yeah, what's that?
The new logo we got coming out.
Yes, the new logo is gonna be sick.
Oh my gosh, we just got the rough draft of it today.
Yep.
And I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know what that was. You gotta pop it up and
gunshots here.
You gotta pop it up and
gunshots going on here at TopLeft Sports Show.
Jesus.
No, but yeah, we got a new logo. We just got pretty much the first edit of it today. We're gonna send it back to do some more.
Yeah. And
then we're gonna be coming out with actually 2 different hat designs, I think.
Dude, I'm so excited.
So I think we're gonna do one snapback and one fitted.
Yep.
I know everyone's got their own preference, so
I'm like a hat Nazi. I love wearing hats.
Yeah.
I got good hair, but I like wearing hats.
I literally still have hats from 8th grade year in my closet right now.
We made a hat trade in 9th grade at Franklin Pierce High School, and I still have that hat.
What was it? What hat was that?
I traded you a Mariners hat, like an old school Mariners hat, for a Washington Nationals hat. Don't know why I did it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I still got that. So,
anyways, we got hats coming.
Yeah. I'm excited. New logos, new hats. Cornhole tournament, right?
Yep, we got a cornhole tournament. I have a meeting kind of tentatively set up later on this week for that. So we'll be posting about that, hopefully no later than Friday, I would hope. And then some guests. We got people blowing us up right now.
Dude, we got guests at the yin yang right now.
Yeah, we got a couple that I'm working on that I'm trying to convince, but we got people reaching out to us, which is always nice, and it feels really good. A lot of bigger name people too, in the softball community.
That's your world.
Race truck drivers.
That's my world.
So
yeah,
looking forward to it, dude. And then we said hats.
Golf
shirts, we're going to open that up probably here, hopefully by the beginning of May. We'll have a design for that.
Yeah. We got a lot of stuff in the fire right now.
Brewing.
It's hard to get everything lined out, but we're working on it. We text every single day about it.
Yeah. And then also one more thing that I haven't even hit you with because I haven't been very convinced of it yet, so I'm hitting you by surprise. But I'm thinking about putting together a little Top Left Sports Show scramble, maybe out at Lake Spanaway. Do a little twosome action.
Okay.
Bradley doesn't know nothing about golf, but
no, I don't.
I know everything about it. So I'm thinking about it. Probably won't be too crazy big, but I'm looking at trying to do a little golf tournament here sometime this summer.
National motor races, Justin McCorkle says.
Yeah, why? So you can automatically win them?
Yeah.
If we had a place to do that, I'd be down as well.
Your backyard?
My backyard?
No, Justin McCorkle's.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't he right behind you?
Yeah.
Be perfect.
So some good stuff coming. Really excited.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. National championship.
Oh, my gosh. What a disappointment. Nah.
Yeah,
disappointment. We'll call it how it is.
A big enough college basketball fan to and my brother called me last night too and was like all upset about it and all this and that.
Yeah.
And I was disappointed, because it is a Washington team. They did have the perfect season going, they have struggled in the past going to that stage, but I slept just fine last night.
That's the only reason why I'm disappointed. Washington team.
Honestly,
I mean, I don't watch college basketball.
Yeah.
At all.
Honestly, it bugged me more that I didn't get to give away free gear, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. It would have been nice.
That bugged me more than anything. Yeah. Honestly, I was really looking forward to it. We were going to be able to, I think, when the math was all done, we were going to be able to do 2 hoodies and a shirt and maybe a hat.
Yeah.
But that's not happening. So that kind of pissed me off more than anything. But yeah.
Sorry about it.
Baylor with the 16-point win last night over Gonzaga, 86-70. And, these teams have been 1-2 all year long. This was the game everybody wanted to see.
Yeah.
You got to see Gonzaga and Iowa when Iowa is considered, I guess, kind of a powerhouse, especially in the Big Ten with basketball right now.
Yeah.
They have the National Player of the Year with Garza. And Gonzaga squeaked a big win out over them. It was in the 90s, I think. And then that really solidified everyone looking at this game even before the tournament as it being a national championship game, pretty much.
I thought it was going to be way closer.
Yeah, when Baylor came out and they were up 7-0 or something, I was like, what's going on here? But, the commentators actually said something to me that for once I hate commentators.
Yeah.
I hate commentators for the most part.
Yeah.
But there was something that they said that really caught my attention. And that was, they were talking about how it's hard to come off of a big win that Gonzaga came off of on Saturday evening. In a day and a half span, realistically, as you're trying to get ready for the next day.
Yeah.
Think about celebrating. You're looking at Sunday to come off of that and then go play a Natty on Monday evening. It's almost impossible to do that. You know what I mean? The highs, it's one of the highest highs that those kids have ever seen. Probably the highest high those kids have ever seen in their entire life.
Yeah.
To try and drop that back down and be completely focused on going to play a national championship in, less than 48 hours is absurd, I think. And so I think that's kind of part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, these guys are potentially going to be professional athletes. They need to know. I mean, you play back-to-back in the NBA nights to nights, you know?
Yeah. You need to come off a win.
You have to learn how to
go right to it. I need to win again.
Obviously, when it comes to playoff time, there's nights where you have a 1 or 2 day stretch for traveling and stuff. But but that's part of being a young kid in college sports too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I know I took a shower after work, came downstairs, and it was on because I turned it on right before I went upstairs. It's like, wow. I commented on our post and I was like, they're down big early.
Yeah.
And you commented back, if they're down by 10 at the half, they'll be all right. Gonzaga will be all right.
Okay, I did not mean that as if they're down by 10, Gonzaga's going to win this game.
You said they'll be all right.
I meant mentally, they aren't going to go into the locker room completely devastated. You know what I mean? They were down by as many as I think 16 or 17 in the first half. And they knocked that down to 10 in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, it looked like a good game. For me, not watching college basketball or anything like that, tuning into that game and then watching them struggle, but to try and get back to a under 10-point lead was fun to watch. But Baylor was just hitting those threes. They were hitting their shots. It was fun to watch Baylor.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, that was
I don't even like basketball really, but it was fun to watch.
It was fun to watch both teams. We got a question here from Bob Frapples. Do you think having a soft conference schedule gives them a disadvantage for experience in tough games?
Aggressive games.
Honestly, no. I really don't. I think they're coached well enough, and the kids that go to Gonzaga kind of know that, their conference is not the best conference in college basketball, obviously. It's not the Big 10. It's not the Big 12. You know, you're in a smaller conference for a Division I college basketball, realistically, on a national aspect, you know? But they know what they're getting when they go to Gonzaga. They know they're going to one of the best programs in the country. They know they're going to one of the best coaches in the country who's done this time after time after time, taking these little teams into big runs, like into the tournament and stuff like that. I just think, first of all, Baylor is a much older team. And Baylor came off a stomping of Houston.
Yeah, it was like a 20-point difference.
It's something like that. Something like that, I have it right here. Came off of a big difference with that. You know, that game was put away early. They didn't have to worry. They won by 19 over Houston.
Quick math.
So they got to put that work in quick and automatically start focusing. Gonzaga went into the locker room and was celebrating for the next day, pretty much, you know, in theory.
Which was a great ending.
I'm not saying they're wrong, you know. I mean, you see it in softball. You go out and beat a team that realistically you're not supposed to beat or that you shouldn't beat, and then you go play a team in the same class as you and you get 15-10 ran. You know, it just you're so caught up in that game before or whatever it was that it almost takes away from the future. You know what I mean?
So they played that game before. What team is that?
They played
UCLA.
Baylor?
Gonzaga. They played UCLA. And they were a 12 seed, I want to say.
11. They were a first 4. They played to get into the tournament.
Yeah, okay, so 11 seed. And you got the number 1 seed on Gonzaga. And you think, like, for me, not knowing a lot about basketball, college basketball, that whole, you see that and you'd be like, all right, obviously they're going to win. And it was that tight of a game. And coming down to that overtime half court,
just under half court,
half court shot.
But, you know, it's honestly, I'm not.
So then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, are they going to be good against Baylor? Like,
I think.
Because they're a number 1 too, and they're obviously the better. I mean, they proved it. They're the better team, but
I think the experience, and maybe Bob does have a point. Maybe they didn't have as many close games as Baylor. I don't know Baylor's track record this year. I really don't know a lot about Gonzaga's, but I know their point difference was outrageous. But I wouldn't say that it was like a lack of being prepared for it. You know what I mean? I think it's just Baylor's older, they're smarter, and they're stronger.
Yeah, what was that comment? I seen a comment on that post that we had, and it was like,
I just let up a bomb.
Oh no, we got the Mariners White Sox games on right here in front of us, and got a 2-run shot.
But anyways, I think you're talking about the one from Darren.
It said like playing
young men boys, playing grown men, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, that's really what it was.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
I mean, you just like, not that it's a big deal, but even just size difference, like strength wise, Gonzaga was getting muscled off the ball.
Oh yeah, and then I even messaged on there. I was like, Gonzaga's getting the fouls right. Like they were doing anything they could to get their fouls and get their foul shots. Like, I mean,
they shot.
It didn't look like they were
at the line too, though.
They did, but it didn't look like they were playing bad. But Baylor was hitting their threes. They were hitting their shots.
Yeah. They were going on big runs. They'd go on big runs and then stall out for a second, and then go on big runs. And their clock management was really good.
Yeah, really good.
Their clock management started with about 6 minutes left in that game.
Yeah.
And I was watching it because I was kind of wondering, there was like 8 minutes left, and I'm watching them. They're, running down the court fast, and they're shooting with 10, 12 seconds left on the clock. I'm like, I wonder when they're going to start. So I started watching it, and I want to say it was probably like the 6 minute point or something like that.
On each half.
They started really trying to control the clock more, taking it down to 5 seconds.
Sitting at the top of the key and kind of like, hanging out there till their shot clock got down. Yeah, exactly.
I think they're well coached and they play a tough non-conference schedule, but last night they got manhandled and beat up like they hadn't played a top 10 opponent all year. Yeah.
There's exactly what it looked like.
There's no going around that.
No.
It almost looked like kind of the old school Gonzaga when they didn't have a tough non-conference schedule. Like back when I was playing basketball, I was, 10, 11, 12 years old, and I remember watching Gonzaga, and they never really had a tough non-conference schedule, really, and then they'd get into the tournament, and everyone's like, oh, Gonzaga's lost one game, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, yeah. But then they get in there and play a Big 10 or Big 12 or a good ACC team, and that's the end of the run, So
it just sucks seeing that undefeated record.
That I think was the biggest part for me. Is
like you did so good this year.
The last time a undefeated team in the NCAA tournament and won it was like 72 or something like that, I think.
Okay.
I want to say it was like 72. I know someone in here is gonna know. They said it on the
broadcast.
Yeah.
I called it on there and said, I'm going to the Mariners game, and then went to the Mariners game and got disappointed. Just the same. So
76. I think it was 76.
Okay.
But yeah. So I mean, honestly, it is what it is. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it.
No, definitely not. Me either.
Honestly, if it, you just let up another one. No, you didn't.
No.
Like I said, I'm more upset I didn't get to give away some free stuff, man.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but
Bradley said he's buying 10 sweatshirts for everybody.
I am not doing that. I am sorry, but I am not doing that. You got to buy your sweatshirts yourself. We still got them open too. Yeah. It's a Sonics throwback. Like, how can you not buy those sweatshirts?
Well, man. I know a certain someone who was just watching who said he wants to come on and rip the Sonics and tell us why he loves the Trailblazers so much. So,
who is that?
Can't say.
Oh, okay.
So,
I see my brother is watching. Is he ready about ready to get on here or not?
Where are we at here? That's all right. Let's go on to the Mariners.
So we kind of touched on this on Sunday.
Ooh, good play.
That's a good catch. Like I said, we got it queued up on the screen right here so we can see what's going on in the game right now. And it's 5-3 right now.
Yeah,
White Sox leading.
Comes up limping.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, James Paxton.
Yeah, talk about that. James Paxton. I just got another alert saying it was an elbow.
Elbow? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I was driving here when that happened. So right when I got here, you asked me, "Hey, do you see what happened to James Paxton?"
I saw. No, so originally, he came out after 24 pitches. He pitched an inning and a third, and originally it looked like it was like a hip or like a a hamstring type of issue, because he was kind of like gimmicked on his foot a little bit.
Yeah.
But I just saw something that said it was an elbow problem, so I don't know. Obviously, we have the game muted, so I can't really hear if they're giving updates on it, but I did see something that said it was an elbow. I don't know how accurate that is. And yeah, but nonetheless, we got a 3-game set going on with the White Sox right now. We lost game 1 last night, like 6-0 or something.
Yeah, it was 6-0. And I even said on that, I said, I'm switching to the Mariners from the Gonzaga. And I switched to it, watched from the 6th to the 8th inning, and nothing happened when we were 6-0.
Perhaps it was Big Maple such a letdown.
Who was last night?
I say that if Mariners
Sheffield,
lose
right?
And Bradley shaves his beard, I'm sure we can get more people to vote on this.
I'm not shaving my beard.
Vote.
Is that Kenner?
I vote.
No, because I'm not shaving my beard. No, it's not happening. I look like a 12-year-old boy.
You already do.
No, I do not. Kenner, I will look like when you first met me, when you were friends with my sister. No. Not happening.
Anyways,
not happening.
Big Maple is such a letdown.
It's not a letdown. No. No, I cannot.
I could see.
I refuse to believe that.
But realistically, I can see where people would come from with that statement. Honestly,
because on his first day he gets hurt.
No, it's not that. It's going back to when he was a Mariner before, injuries and just giving up big games. Just not having random spurts of being a lockdown pitcher.
Being electric and then being
mediocre.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm not getting behind it. I'm not saying that, but I could definitely see where people are coming from with that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, but
that was such a strike that you signed up on the inside corner.
Like I said, we have the game open right now. We're watching the game right now.
Anyone who's watched this from day one, when I first started doing my shows, I always had, it was summertime, right when they started playing again.
Yeah.
And I had the game on every single night.
Yeah.
And so I'd be like talking, and then I'd just be like,
oh shit, what happened?
And then I'd usually have pretty good buzz on, so I like zone out. And then I'm like,
yeah. Oh wait, I'm live.
Oh, I'm live. Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, Mitch Haniger's up right now to bat.
Injuries and then waves inconsistency. Yeah. I could definitely agree with that. That's honestly like the first thing that popped into my head when he got hurt was like, what is it this time?
Oh, sorry, I just saw Kenner's comment. That's hilarious.
Oh my god. But yeah, when he got hurt, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, kind of, what is it now? Like,
yeah,
what like minor injury is it going to be that's going to put him on the 10-day DL?
Yeah,
and he's going to miss 2 starts, potentially maybe 3, including this one. You know.
Yeah, we're not helping ourselves right now with the DL list. So
no, I mean, Kyle Lewis will be back. He'll be all right. Paxton, I would say chances are he's probably going to go on the DL for 10 days just to be able to call someone up. And, you know, when Service went out there, even the broadcaster said right away, they're like, there's no way he's staying in this game. Even if it was just like something minor, there was no way he was staying in that game.
Yeah.
If that beard is the key to 100 wins, it needs to go. I agree. Like, how bad do you want the Mariners in the playoffs, Bradley?
Okay, but...
If the Mariners make the playoffs, you have to shave that beard.
I'll make that bet.
Deal.
I'll
right
do
now.
it. I'll do
it. Live at 21:36. That if the Seattle Mariners make the 2021 playoffs, even as a wild card, Bradley has to shave his beard.
My wife won't talk to me for 2 weeks.
You're welcome. You're endless video games for 2 weeks.
I mean, I guess, but. Man, I don't know. I've been growing this thing. I can't tell you how long. I got a ball patch that I cover up with a little comb over. So
okay, this is not a fashion show.
My God!
If it was, I would win with my new True Designs Dominate short sleeve hoodie.
You ain't even wearing a Mariners jersey right now, though.
I gotta rock my new gear, bro.
Oh, okay.
My new gear. Okay. You should see. Right. You should see with the hat. I look hella sick.
You look hella sick. All right.
I know. I always do. Next. Anyways, on to the Mariners. So last night, Joseph Sheffield got the nod. We lost 6-0. I don't know what he gave up.
I think it was 3, wasn't it?
I think
it was 3. 3 or 4.
I can find it real quick.
Find it real quick because I can't remember it, but I think it was 3.
Justice Sheffield, 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 home run, 2 walks, and 5 Ks. It was 7.20 ERA.
I was expecting way more.
Higher of an ERA?
No, just like better out of him, not 4.
I know.
Runs.
I totally have some sports pub talk questions for you guys one of these days. Dude, I think I doubled your followers. You gained us like 10. Your 2,000 goal was a little extreme, but I appreciate what's the word? Optimism?
Yeah, optimism.
Whatever.
Yeah. You didn't double it, that's for sure. We started out with what, 2? No, 310. We started out 310, like and you got us to 325 or something like that. So you helped out. I appreciate you.
Bob says, I totally have some sports pub talk questions for you guys one of these days. Well, you can't really see it in the camera, but if we unzoomed a little bit, there's a spot right next to Bradley.
Right here next to me. Come here.
That
we got another mic ready for you.
We got 2 other mics.
Oh, we got 2 other mics.
2 other mics.
You got a buddy you want to bring? You can bring your wife. Shoot.
We can get a foursome going.
Let's do it.
But yeah, Jason, we got your hat right here too as well.
Yeah, we got it right here. Sitting on the table. This is yours.
Yeah, so you know, obviously last night, like you said, I was expecting a lot more out of Justice. I was coming off of last year. I mean, I even said on Sunday, like, I was really excited for him to get his first start of the year, and hopefully he could use it as momentum.
We talked about it before,
and it just did not happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch a lot of it because I was watching the national championship.
Yeah,
I did watch like the first 2 innings. The first inning he looked really good.
I didn't watch any of it. I'm gonna be honest.
The first inning it started a little bit off because it started like right at halftime, so I switched it over real quick. And then yeah, he looked really good, and then the second came and he started to get into trouble, and then I turned it back to the game. Yeah. And then my phone starts lighting up with updates, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. So I don't know what was happening. I did see Service say that his location was just way off. Like, he was trying to paint the corners, and then he missed, and the White Sox were making him pay. The White Sox are, I forget what the number was, huh?
They're good.
Yeah, I thought you said they're terrible. I was like, what the fuck did you just say?
They're good. They're good.
But they're like the second best hitting team against left-handed pitchers. Yeah. They've won 18 straight games against a starting left-handed pitcher. And they hit like 2-point-something home runs a game and score like 6-point-something runs a game against left-handed starters. Like, they are outrageous against left-handed pitchers. Yeah. So I don't know if, maybe Paxton saw that stat come up and was like, hey, get me out of here. Yeah. But they're showing the replay of it right now.
Check this out.
They just showed it. Right there. Yeah, I don't see how that's an elbow injury.
I don't. He didn't look that.
He even grabbed like his hip. It looked like to me.
Yep.
1.10 hits, 1 run. Oh, because he walked. He was responsible for the walk. Yeah. But yeah. And then Margavish, or however you say his name, gave up a 3-run bomb or 2-run bomb?
A 2-run bomb.
Yeah. So who came in relief last night? Was it Steckenrider? However you say it?
Yeah, it was Steckenrider.
He didn't look horrible though.
No, because that's when I tuned in when I got about in my bed and was watching a little bit before I passed out, and it didn't look horrible, but I mean, our
Casey Sadler's coming in right now on the top of the 6th.
Our hitting is just
what's up, Wolf? What's up, Jacob?
Not up to par right now. Mitch Haniger had 2 doubles last night.
What?
Mitch Haniger had 2 doubles last night, and that was we had 3 hits at that point, and 2 of them were from him. Yeah. I mean, that's something that we've obviously got to address.
Yeah. What else? Oh, I'm on pitching. I'm trying to go to batting.
Come on, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Yeah, so let's kind of go over here. Dude, we are just struggling at the plate, man. Like,
that's what I'm just saying.
We got 20 walks as a team in 23rd, 24th, 25th of this month. Oh, okay. Well, good luck down there, buddy. You and the boys. Are you guys playing anywhere before you go down there? How did I get kicked out of this group? Kicked out of what group, Dom?
I didn't kick nobody.
You probably never followed.
Yeah.
Because 71 is definitely a football number. Jake Fraley has 8 walks already this season.
Damn.
That is outrageous. He's played outrageous. 4 games? He's averaging 2 walks a game right now.
That's good. Play control right there.
And then where are we at? Ty France has 3. Dylan Moore has 3. Taylor Trammell has 3. I was on here for the jump. I know you were. I don't know how you're not on it anymore. But
you better get back on it right now. Then you must have did something.
I don't know what happened. It's Facebook, dude. I don't know. Jacob Thomas says 17th at Celebration. That's not this. That's next weekend. I'll be in Idaho. Well, I won't see you before you and the boys head down to Phoenix then. So good luck down there. They're going down to Phoenix to play in one of the conference tournaments in the D division. Okay. But good luck to them down there. Yeah. And then we got, I don't even know how many. I saw the list a couple of weeks ago. I think 6 or 7 teams going over to Idaho next weekend to play in the One Nation cash grab. I don't even know what it's called. Dom will know what it's called. I'm just going. drink beer and look pretty. Back to sports. Mitch Haniger's hitting 353 though.
Yeah, he's killing it. That's a good
Seager's down to 188. I don't like that. Ty France is at 280, 231. And then, dude, we got a lot of zeros. Torrens is 143. Fraley is 125. JP's 154. I mean, that's what I was really afraid of for JP this year. For some reason, I just kind of had this weird feeling that he was going to struggle at the plate. And I hope he figures it out.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys like baseball, but I really hope you guys cover the Olympics and especially soccer. Yeah, we're definitely going to start, especially as we start working closer to the Olympics. We'll start covering that a little bit more. And, you know, I don't have any problem covering soccer at all. So
yeah, it's going to be all you.
Yeah. They actually just named who did they just name the coach of Team USA for baseball? Was it Sosha?
Bradley gets the views for the pretty man.
Yeah, right, dude. Hey. Yeah, maybe till he shaves the beard. Go in.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see how that happens. I mean, I hope I'm shaving my beard.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. That's all right.
But anyways, yeah, I hope they figured it out at the plate. Yeah, we got 3 runs so far tonight, but it seems like we score our runs early and then we stall out. And I don't know.
It's been the last 5 games. Score your runs early.
Well, we only played 4.
4? Was it 4? No,
3 against.
This is the 5th. Oh, this is the 5th.
This is the 4th.
This is 5th.
5th. This is the 5th.
Yeah, so that's why I knew it. I knew it. I wasn't lying.
But same, you know, the bullpen's just struggling again. Sadler came in. I don't know what happened if he just gave up a.
No, it's still 5-3. 13 pitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I know I'm like focused in on that.
Yep. I'm trying not to though. It's really hard. I might have to turn it off.
Yeah, seriously.
But anyways, a kind of quick look around the league from today.
Yeah, let me get
see where we at today. All right, Texas, who has full capacity, by the way.
That's
no mask mandate or
crazy.
nothing.
Oh my god!
They had 40,000 fans in whatever their new stadium's called down there. Yesterday. Oh, that's trouble right there. And then they beat Toronto 7-4. Milwaukee tops the Cubs. Boston, who just put out their new special edition Boston Marathon jerseys today, get the win over the Tampa Bay Rays in overtime, extra innings.
Overtime.
The Mets beat the Phillies. Cardinals take one over Miami 4-2. What about the Adore trade? Yeah, I very, very briefly saw something about that because, like, I kind of had a slow day at work, and it was like I got the alert, and then it was like, all right, we're digging across the road now, and I was like, fuck, dude, I didn't get to like dig into it. I'm gonna pull up the details on that right now. Yeah, I did see that the Rangers posted like a farewell photo though, and the picture of him punching Batista was in the background. New York acquire in a trade. What was the trade for though?
I think the Yankees took him to the cleaners.
Yeah, they probably did. Honestly, was traded Tuesday to Texas for minor league outfielders Antonio Cabello and Josh Stowers. That's all they. So they got 2 minor league outfielders for Odor. Yeah, I think the Yankees definitely, are running away with that one. It's yeah, that's very surprising to me. I really did not. I know last year there were some trade talks about him leaving, and I really did not think it was ever going to happen. I thought he was going to stay there for the rest of his career, really. He just fits into, like, the Houston Texans, like, Houston Rangers. God, I need to focus on baseball season, dude. The Texas Rangers scheme and just like that look and persona, like that, you don't picture Odor not being on the Rangers. Yeah, and I did see that the Rangers are still have to cough up like $27 million to him.
Damn.
Yeah, and they got 2 minor league outfielders, so there you go.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Set 'em up.
Yankees definitely won that one.
Yeah, took them to the cleaners, like you said.
Yeah, Cincinnati walks all over Pittsburgh today, 14-1. Yankees beat Baltimore 7-2. Houston beats LA 4-2, which helps us a little bit if we can pull out a win tonight. Washington, Juan Soto had a walk-off against Atlanta.
The Rangers, 7-4 against the Blue Jays.
The what?
The Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where I started.
Oh, okay.
And then Detroit wins in extras 4-1. San Diego, San Francisco tied at the top of the 7th right now. Obviously, we're down 5-3 in the top of the 6th. 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. And then Dodgers up 5-1 on Oakland. Oakland is struggling to start this season, dude.
Yeah.
Which is good for us, honestly. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But I definitely did not see that coming. I mean, some people picked them to win the division this year.
Yeah, 0-5 right now.
Yeah. Got the Houston Astros scored 8 runs, 9 runs, 9 runs, 9 runs. Dodgers scored 10 runs last night, and they've already scored 5 they're in the bottom of the 9th, but they scored 5 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't do math,
with 11
but
hits.
if you average it, that's a lot of runs per game they're giving up.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into Bradley's favorite part of the show.
Left turns.
Just a bunch of left turns.
Bunch of left turns.
Let's start with kind of going back 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah. Yeah, I was off for
what will be 2 weeks in the Bristol.
Yeah, I was off the 2 weeks, so with some family issues. So we didn't get to talk anything about the Bristol Dirt Race, which was
we didn't preview it or recap.
No, because it's on Monday, and we both work on Mondays. I didn't get to watch the full race. I had to watch all the highlights because I was at work, and I wish I could have watched it. Joey Logano wins the Cup race. Martin Truex won the Truck race. Martin Truex dominated most of the Cup race and fell short at the end. The biggest story out of that is they're going back to dirt next season.
Yeah.
Which is, they announced that at like they had a little halftime during it, which I don't think you called it halftime, but they had like a little halftime during it, and they announced that they're going to go back to Bristol for dirt next year.
Yeah,
which is wild.
I mean, I'm all for it. It was kind of like a cool thing to watch. I did get to watch most of it because I actually had that Monday off. I was coming back from Portland, from what tournament? Kings.
Yeah, Kings.
So I had Monday off, so I did get to watch a little bit of it. Yeah. And it was fun. It was cool to see. It's different and stuff. But if they're going to do a Bristol dirt race, they need to go back and do Bristol, like, normal race.
Well, they have another Bristol normal race.
In the spring, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, well, this is spring right now, isn't it?
Well, fall then.
So,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Later in the year.
Later in the year, they have another Bristol race. But they said, I was listening to a podcast, and they said they took from July till March when the race was to set up that track, and they liked it enough to where they're going to do it again next season, which I thought it was cool. So, like, what was it, Saturday? I'm sitting trying to watch the truck race. They get it off after a rain delay and go 2 laps, have mud covered their windshields, couldn't see nothing, so they stopped it and then delayed that and the Cup race all the way till Monday because of the rain. So I didn't get to see it besides the highlight reels of it.
Of the actual race?
Yeah, of the actual race. And it looked good. Like, I'm fine with doing it again next year.
It was...
It's different. It's different.
I mean, it's different, but it's...
Yeah.
It was fun to watch, but at some point in those dirt races, like, I feel like with NASCAR, the way that they set their cars up, you know what I mean? not a lot was changing. Like time intervals weren't changing. Distances between one guy to another wasn't really changing.
Yeah.
There's, after pit stops and stuff, some fresh tires, trying different lines. That was where you saw the passes and stuff.
Yeah.
After that, after like 10 laps on new tires, it was pretty much wherever you were was where you're staying for the most part. For the most part. Yeah. Obviously, there's a little difference here and there, but...
And like a normal Bristol race is like super fun to watch because the laps go by so fast.
Jake
it's a half-mile
left
track.
Game in the top of the 6th inning, left hamstring strain. So another 10-day deal.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, NASCAR, back to NASCAR. Yeah, so like watching Bristol is like normally the most fun race to watch because it has the most action. I mean, it's one of the best races to watch in my opinion. Yeah, dirt was cool. I'm excited to see it back next year. I love the Bristol race without dirt. So, what do we say? Joey Logano won that race after Martin Truex led like most of the race.
95% of it, I would say.
Exactly. So, I'm excited for. We didn't have any races this week, so we had nothing to talk about this week because Easter.
There hasn't been any Supercross. There hasn't been any NASCAR.
It was like, it was nothing this weekend. So
we're going to talk about the Phillies. They lost 8-4 to the Mets. There you go.
So we got
Bryce Harper sucks.
We got Martinsville this weekend. We got the trucks. It's Martinsville. Okay. We got the trucks and the Cup going back to Martinsville this week. Half-mile track, another short track. It's gonna be fun to watch. Let's pick our drivers this week.
Yeah, it's your pick, actually.
Yeah, so we didn't pick last week for
with the way. So the way I'll kind of break it down. So the way that race was supposed to happen was in 2 separate heats, and then like a main event style thing. So it's almost kind of like a Supercross thing, but from my understanding, each driver was going to make the main event, but it was just kind of like a positioning type thing, kind of like a qualifying race.
Just like the races that we have here in Washington, like what my brother runs in, we have a heat race, and then we figure out position from that
timing and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Lap, So same way Supercross works, pretty much.
So we didn't have that. We were gonna go based off of that to pick our drivers because we wanted to see what driver was gonna work out on the dirt or not.
Well, not even that, but with the dirt, like you could already see it in practice. There felt like there was no telling what was gonna happen.
Yeah. So, the 2 favorites in the dirt track, Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson, wrecked into each other in the race, in the main race.
And that's why that's one of the reasons why we were gonna wait till after the heat races to pick. Was just to, in case they're showing the injury right here. I don't get how that's a left hamstring injury, but whatever.
Okay. He looks fine there.
Yeah, but just in case there was like a freak accident or something, and we wanted to make sure it was fair.
Exactly. So we didn't end up actually picking because the way the rain delay worked out.
Yeah.
So I won.
Right here, buddy. Cheers.
Where's the beer? I got water here, sparkling ice, lemon lime. So I won the week beforehand prior. So I guess I'll pick first, and we're going to Martinsville, half-mile track. Based off of previous performance, and my favorite driver, who do you guess I'm going to pick?
MTJ.
Martin Truex Jr.
I'll take Chase Elliott.
You gonna take Chase Elliott?
No. Yeah, I'll take Chase Elliott.
All right. So my backup driver, and this backup driver only gets used if the main driver that we picked crashes out to be out of the race in the first stage. I'm going to pick Brad Keselowski. Just to let you know, Martin Truex Jr. has won 2 times in the last 5 races. Brad Keselowski won 1 in the last 5.
See a champs in that. So you took MTJ, funny. I took Chase Elliott.
And then Brad K.
You took my backup.
Yeah.
So
because Chase Elliott, holy crap, we can't talk. Chase Elliott has 1 win in the last 5 races there. So I mean,
God, who do I want here? there's only 2 people, maybe 3 that I'm thinking of, and
just to remind
I'll take the 11 car.
Oh, Denny Hamlin. Okay, a little Denny Hamlin. That's like old reliable. Like you, yeah. Like, well, all right, he's gonna do good in every race. Let's pull him out.
I'm pretty sure he's been somewhere in my lineup every race except for like one.
Oh yeah. Same
except
with,
for the one where
MTJ
I took,
for me.
When Christopher Bell was my backup, and I took Chase Elliott.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That was like the only one.
Yeah. Same with MTJ for me. Like it's just like there's something in me that just has to pick him. I don't. It's like I said, old reliable. Let's just pull him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to that.
I'm super excited. Dude, a week without NASCAR is killing me right here.
It's gonna be a good weekend of sports, man.
Yeah.
Baseball's in full effect.
Yeah.
We got NASCAR's back on Sunday. Supercross is
Friday.
Back on NASCAR on Friday.
Well, I mean, not NASCAR. Oh, we got the truck race on, or not the truck race, but the Xfinity race. Trucks don't race this week. Xfinity races this week on Friday.
So NASCAR's back on Sunday.
Yeah, racing is back. Racing is back on Friday.
Supercross is back on Saturday. They are going to be actually at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Okay.
Racing there for 3 races, I believe.
Okay. Yep. I'll look that up.
3 races. So that's going to be gate drops 3 p.m. Eastern. So noon on Saturday. That's kind of lame.
Kenner just posted, "Thank you for reminding me why I don't like men."
Yeah, I don't know if that was like my burp or
I don't know. I don't know what it was.
But anyways. Yeah.
Sounders next weekend. I mean,
as in like this upcoming weekend. Dude, it's been so hard trying to follow everything going on with baseball, the moves happening in the NFL.
There's so much going on right now.
It's so hard to like. We need 3 more people, and like, you focus on one sport, you focus on one sport, and then we'll all just get drunk and talk sports.
I like it.
I'm down.
It works out.
Right. We're accepting applications for 3 more people.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. So the following weekend, the Sounders play. Let's get into this. Happened last week. We hadn't talked about it yet, but Tyler Lockett got a 4-year extension.
And a little NFL talk.
Let's go, baby.
I love it.
I couldn't be more happy about it. Literally couldn't be more happier about it.
I wouldn't say he's underrated, but he's not like rated. Like,
no, I mean, it's
like he just works.
He's not a top-rated wide receiver around the NFL, but being a Seattle fan, I don't think you would want anybody else in his position.
No, it's kind of like how I felt about Doug Baldwin.
Yeah,
like
it's the same way. He's not. Doesn't matter when you don't have an offensive line. We signed. we got some O-line coming. Don't worry about that.
This guy.
You worry about finding a quarterback. All right, okay, buddy.
Colin, you're on Facebook looking at all the propaganda about Russell Wilson. Like, oh, they don't have an offensive line.
He's like Colin Cowherd. Colin Cowherd wants Russell Wilson out of Seattle so bad.
He loves Russell Wilson. Like, oh my god.
He's like, what could I imagine that Russell Wilson's thinking in his head right now?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm going to follow Sierra to New York.
Yeah.
Sierra wants to be in New York, so I'm going to go play for the fucking Jets.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, buddy.
I'd want a lineman.
Yeah. We got some linemen coming. We're working on the D-line as well. We just re-signed Tyler Lockett. And then, what about Sam Darnold, dude?
Sam Darnold. So like I'm looking on Facebook today and it said the Sam Darnold thing, and it's like the biggest news is that the first 4 picks of the NFL draft are all going to be quarterbacks or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's cool, but
well, I don't know if the first 4, unless a trade happens, I wouldn't say the first 4. I would say the first 3.
First 3 for sure is what I saw. Yeah.
First 3 for sure is pretty much a lock.
Yeah. Pouches. Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence going to Jacksonville. And then Zach Wilson out of BYU's gonna end up in a Jets uniform. Their GM had an interview today and pretty much said it without saying his name.
Yeah.
And then, and this one is not a lock yet, but Justin Fields going to San Francisco. I think it's pretty much a lock. I don't think Jimmy G is going to be there much longer. But so I don't know why, but I can't get this. And this is like, maybe I watched too much Colin Cowherd, because I have this like weird thing, weird scenario that I keep playing in my head. And it's Justin Fields getting drafted number 1 to go to Jacksonville. And I don't know why, and I don't have a lot of like stuff to support it, but I'm just like, what if Urban Meyer just throws a wrench in everyone's chain and is like, I recruited him to Ohio State, like I was the head coach of Ohio State when Ohio State was getting big.
Yeah.
And that drew his attention to me. He drew my attention. Now we're both in the NFL. And I'm probably completely smoked, brushed out of my mind, like would never happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm not saying that, but like in my head, everyone's like, Trevor Lawrence number 1, Trevor Lawrence number 1.
You
and
think over that
and I'm like, yeah, Trevor Lawrence number
hair,
1,
big nose.
Trevor Lawrence number 1. But what if?
Yeah.
But what if?
It's always fun to think of the what ifs. For sure.
I mean, I like Trevor Lawrence. I've watched film of him back in high school, passing academies, stuff like that. The dude's the real freaking deal. I'm not saying he's not. But Justin Fields proved in the college football playoffs this last year that he's here to play.
Yeah.
Like he can be a very dominant force, with getting a year under his belt in the NFL. And, I don't know what kind of coaching strategy Urban Meyer is going to use down at Jacksonville. But if it's something that replicates what was Ohio State running the offense-wise, why would you not bring the Ohio State quarterback in who potentially could have won the Heisman and could have won a national championship, like had the ability to just, a few things here and there stopped him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can't, it's, you say all that and talk yourself into it, then you're like, but yeah, Trevor Lawrence is going to go number 1.
He opted out of the pro day, didn't he?
Who's that?
Trevor Lawrence.
I'm not 100% sure.
Pretty sure he opted out of the pro day.
I don't think so. He might have. I don't know.
I think he did.
If he did, I didn't see it. I saw people are getting all over Zach Wilson on his pro day saying he was like God to football. Well, Zach Wilson's good, dude. Like, don't get me wrong. I think he's got very good potential.
Yeah.
In the NFL, I just don't think any quarterback going into the Jets organization has potential. Like, you end up a quarterback for the New York Jets with this management and this like front house that they have, and you're just, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, what they get for Sam Darnold?
It was draft picks.
It was Carolina, like a 6th this year and like a 2nd or 3rd next year or something like that.
God, I'm right here too. Where is it at? Jets trading quarterback Sam Darnold to the Carolina Panthers for 2021 6th round pick and a 2nd and 4th round pick for 2022.
Okay, so a 2nd and a 4th.
Yep.
So you get a late round pick, a 2nd round pick, and then a middle-ish round pick with 4th.
Yeah.
For a former number 1 quarterback. So I saw this other stat too, that this is the first year that like every quarterback from their draft class that was drafted in the 1st round had been traded.
Yeah, that's right. Like I got it right here. Sam Darnold with the 2021 team Jets to the Panthers. Mitch Trubisky, Bears to Bills.
Yeah.
Jared Goff, Rams to Lions. Carson Wentz, Eagles to Colts. Stafford, Lions to Rams. QB selected in top 3 overall, starting with the 2021 season with a new team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that today too. Yeah, I don't think the Jets are going to do anything with that.
Okay, I know you're talking NFL, but who is that MLB guy that looks at the camera
seductively?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
You get what?
Like what broadcast? Is it ESPN? Is it Root Sports? Is it? I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of MLB
guys that look at the camera seductively.
Well, I wouldn't say that. But, but I think Atlanta is gonna take what's his name? Kyle Pitts, the tight end out of Florida, at 4 if they don't trade their pick. And they posted today that they were open to trade their pick, like very open-minded to trade their pick.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think something like that could be in the works. But I think next week we're gonna try and do like at least a first round mock draft type thing in the show, because I think the following week is the draft, the 26th or something like that.
You can look at that.
Starts on what, Thursday? I want to say it's the 26th. But yeah, and then
Thursday, April 29th.
April 29th. Okay.
Yeah, I mean you said Thursday, but yeah,
Thursday. Let's get into
Thursday.
Where am I at here? Go over some Supercross real quick, just because it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's all you on that one.
Cooper Webb has a 15-point, and I did not actually watch the last week of Supercross.
I didn't.
It was like the first Saturday where it was not like my main goal for some reason.
Was it Addie's party?
You guys got reported for hate speech, really?
Oh, she got reported for hate speech? Saying I don't like men?
What are you talking?
Really? Wait, so Ken, are you saying you got reported for saying you don't like men? I don't know who would be in here that's reporting, but
yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't make sense to me. I mean,
I don't know anything.
I don't know. if you're in here reporting Kenner for hate speech, like that's.
Anyways,
I don't know.
Okay. I was actually the first Saturday I didn't watch, like, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And then, so Cooper Webb has a 15-point lead over Ken Roxon right now, and like a 41-point lead over Eli Tomac in third.
Mm-hmm.
Who we got here? 250 East, Nichols with the lead over Craig still, and then Justin Cooper in the West with a very, very slim 2-point lead over Justin McAdoo, and a 6-point lead over Hunter Lawrence. So things are heating up in Supercross. I'm excited for the kind of the back stretch of the season for them. They got, let's see here. We go Atlanta, Salt Lake City, and that's it. 3 more West rounds, 1 more East round, and then an East-West shootout. So, yeah.
Sorry, I was just looking at this thing real quick. It literally just notified me that Kenner's comment got reported for hate speech.
What is this? Well, anyways, we'll get into that.
Sorry, I was just like staring at that. So
it's all good. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything else.
Yeah, no, we just did one on Sunday, so we kind of talked about the MLB, which is the main focus on right now, and I don't really have anything else. I mean, once we get some NASCAR racing in, some NASCARs.
Yeah, that's gonna be the difference maker.
Yeah. And then we got the Mike and my brother's stuff coming up in the next 3 weeks, I think. So we should get him on soon.
Yeah,
and
we'll talk, amongst ourselves about our planning thing. But we got, like I said, we got some people reaching out to us. We're reaching out to some people. We're just, trying to do whatever we can to make the show a little better. And I think guests really help out with that.
You definitely seen the turnout when it came from Rhino coming on, and that definitely helped out. So
we got, and it's a little bit of everything too. It's not like it's just one specific subject. I got, 2 guys that I'm trying to get in here from the softball community that literally helped softball be a thing in the state of Washington for the last year.
Yeah.
And it got somebody who's been around the softball community in Washington for probably longer than I've been born or alive.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't know. And then, we got your brother who's a truck racer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just a very wide range of people that, even Kenner has mentioned about maybe coming on virtually and talking some sports and stuff with us and all that. So it's
all working out plans and
it's just planning really.
Mm-hmm.
But and then just stay tuned. We got some stuff we'll be putting out here in the next, like I said, hopefully by the end of the week. Honestly,
I'm just hoping we get these new logos.
The new logos, I'm hoping, will be like done, sealed, and sent by like Thursday.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that.
Earlier in the show, if you weren't watching, we got some new logos we're working on for strictly pretty much just for hats. I don't think we're really going to use it for anything else. Maybe shirt, like little pocket up here type thing.
Exactly.
Golf shirts or something.
Like more plain shirts than the sweatshirt that we have out right now.
But we're working on that right now. We got the first proofs of it today. We actually have to send our revisions out tonight.
Okay.
And then that, and then obviously that comes with new hats. We'll do one snapback, which I think Bradley will be in charge of, and then one fitted, which I think I'll be in charge of. So you have two completely like unbiased, just like what Bradley likes versus what I like type thing.
Yeah.
And then we got our hoodie order we're trying to fill. We got, I think, 3 more to fill, and that's sent off and done.
Yeah.
And then what else? Cornhole
definitely.
is in about a month, give or take. I got, like I said earlier, I got a meeting with the person we're going to be doing it with at their house. I got a meeting with them this week. Maybe a golf tournament will be in the works.
I mean, if you're thinking about the cornhole tournament, I would message either me and Steven privately just to like let us know that you're like into it, because we're putting in this work to get this cornhole tournament. I mean, we want to know how many people are going to be.
It's going to be a process. Last year it was like I posted about it, but the planning really didn't, and that's on me, obviously. Like, I've never ran anything like that before.
Yeah, first year. I mean, it's
I mean, I've ran like Madden tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was a great learning experience for me, as well as anyone who has ever done any sort of tournaments. Your first one, like, you learn a shit ton, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do the planning before I talk about it this year.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking on like 4 different things at once, trying to schedule, make sure there's food and beer and, all that, a shitter and all that, like make sure everything's all set in stone, and then I'll worry about getting people out there.
Yeah. It's a lot easier this year now, because before you're probably doing it by yourself last year. At least you have me to lean back on. And
yeah, it's going to be fun too. I'm hoping maybe we can get some different divisions even going this year. I've had a lot of people ask me about it since last year too, so I'm really excited. Anyone who knows me, like, personally, I'm very big, like, cornhole. I love it. I watch it all the time. I play it as much as I can. Just really fun backyard.
Just getting with some friends, or like at least in this you can get with like the community that you watch with. Like, you may have not met 3 of the people that are watching right now, but you'll meet them at the cornhole tournament.
I met a lot of cool people last year.
You can get lifelong friends here.
People like, the one name that really comes to mind is like Kyle Wooten. Like, I even asked him when he got there. I was like, how'd you like get into the show? Just because I was like curious. And he was like, well, I'm from this area, so I know this guy and they like did something, and I clicked on it and watched it, and I liked it. I was like, all right, cool. Like,
exactly.
It, man. And then now, like, we talk every once in a blue moon. Like, we're not like best friends, but he's active on the show a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Facebook, which is cool, and hopefully see him and his buddy. I can't remember his name for some reason. I feel like I should.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just a way to honestly just meet different people too, which is really fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I thought I was going to be the only one showing up with, like, my own bags that I bought and stuff, and this dude showed up with, like, a whole bag of bags, and I was like,
he pulled out his briefcase and went,
which one
I want to use today?
I was like, this is about to get intense. Let's do it.
Like, my brother, he messaged me not too long ago, and he's like, if Steven doesn't have a partner, I'll be his partner. He's got, like, 10 different sets of bags that he bought.
I got...
Like...
Yeah, that's a brutal conversation for me because, like, when we do, like, family tournaments and stuff, like, me and Malia are always partners and stuff, and, like, we do really good. Like, we win. Like, when we go camping, we do a tournament with everyone that's camping with us. Me and Malia always win it. But when I play, like, when we're out partying or barbecuing or something, Nick Party's my partner.
Okay.
We're, like, rock solid for the most part. Like, we went a long stretch without losing to any games and, like, skunking people nonstop. And, yeah, so... Yeah. Last year we did a random draw. I don't think we're going to do that this year, so I'm either going to be in trouble with Malia or Nick, so we'll see how that works out.
I got my brother-in-law, Mac, coming in with me, and we don't play very often, so we'll be on last. It's all right.
And you'd be surprised, man.
Right.
There's random people that show up that you'd be, I mean...
Yeah.
It's just throwing a bag, dude.
Just throwing a bag.
But, as always, thank you guys for the support.
Share, comment,
we appreciate it so much.
Invite your friends to the page.
Yeah, man. Let's get this number up.
Yeah, we're like 330 right now. Let's get to 360, 370. Let's go.
Where are we at? Will you look and see what we're at right now?
I'll get my phone real quick.
I'll make a deal with you guys here.
Oh shoot!
A little deal.
Let's see. TopLeft Sports Show. So we are at 335.
335.
Members right now.
If we get to 350.
Okay.
Let's just shoot small here.
All right.
350 by, what's today? Tuesday. If we get to 350 by Saturday morning, when I play, my tournament starts at 11 on Saturday. If we're at 350 by the start of my tournament, we will buy a sweatshirt and raffle it off.
Oh, you got money.
So that's a sweatshirt for free.
Sweatshirt for free, which is a $55 sweatshirt right now. So
yeah,
that's some good money right there. Yeah, I'm down for it. Let's do it. 350. I'm down for it.
And then my cousin just hit me up. Actually, he wants to do an MMA thing.
That's something that my buddy has been talking about. He wants me to get on here as an MMA segment. So we definitely need to do that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about even trying to do like some traveling type stuff too. Like when I go to Idaho, I'm thinking about bringing just like my laptop and you know, my boxes and a couple mics and stuff with me, and getting the boys from the team on there and get, you know, a little buzz and talk about what's going on and stuff.
It's always fun.
Yeah. We'll see. So definitely. Jared, I'll definitely be in. If you're watching right now, I'll definitely be in touch with you about that. The 24th. That should be doable, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But anyways, as always, we do appreciate the support. Thank you guys. Share it. 350 by Saturday, and we'll raffle off a free hoodie.
Don't forget, we got not only the Facebook page, we got Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I mean, subscribe, like it all. Rate and review on our Apple Podcasts. We post it on there.
The Apple Podcast, I think, is the most important one because the reviews and stuff bump us off the list when people type in. Like, I'll just go to something and type in sports podcast just to listen. And so, like, the reviews and subscribers and stuff bump us up that list.
Yeah, we got 2 episodes on there right now. Definitely
tonight we'll go on there.
Definitely tonight
tomorrow.
We'll go on there. Yeah, in the next 2 days. It's finicky when you put it on there, but definitely like all of our pages, subscribe to that one, rate and review that one. Even if you don't listen to it, just subscribe, rate and review. I mean, you watched it on here, so it's all right. But I mean, those are the numbers that count, and we really appreciate it. Everyone that's following right now, watching right now, we appreciate it. It's not like we don't, but we definitely want to grow more and I mean, keep doing what we're doing. I mean,
we haven't even set an angle yet. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
we don't know where we want to stop yet. We just want to keep going.
But it takes time and money to do this stuff, and
I've said from the very first episode, my goal is just to keep getting better and better week by week. And, you know, I feel like, especially in like the last 2 months, we've got there. We got a whole new setup. We got quality microphones now. A pretty good viewing for the most part, most of the time. And so, yeah, it's getting there. And it's all, I mean, it's because of you guys. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
We appreciate it. And
so invite your friends, get more of you guys in here. I mean, we enjoy it. It's fun for us to just sit and talk about it. And
Justin Woodard, I'm late. Yes, you are very
You're
late.
always late, Justin Woodard. Every time. That's all right,
now
though.
You got to go to Apple Podcasts and listen to the whole show.
Yeah. Perfect. That's how it goes.
There we go. There's one of you right there.
Right there.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys maybe later on the week. If not, we'll definitely see you on Tuesday.
Thank
Later.
you. Cheers.